Elite Clan, we came, we saw, we respawned. We are back with another video, bro. And fans are getting dangerously invested in a relationship that doesn't exist. And that's between DDG and Indian Love, my nigga. Like, bro, I always knew it was kind of like, you know what I mean? It was kind of like, not that real, but hey, let's see what on Mezzy. Let's go, bro. You already know this video about to be a banger.
Wow. She said, I heard you got a girl. I'm trying to be respectful. Me? Yeah. Oh, me? Yeah, she said she heard you got a girl, so she's trying to be respectful. What? Yeah. Hear that? Coming up to me,
What the
saying
fuck?
congratulations for your relationship. People come up to you and say that? Yes, I'm like, bro, what clips y'all watch? Like, everybody parasocial, even in real life.
Congratulating somebody for having a girlfriend at 30 years old is literally insane. Now, I know, y'all are probably sick of me beating this dead horse, but I think as the days go on, it gets even crazier.
The
People are getting much
parasocial,
more
yeah.
parasocial than they used to be. And I don't know if it's because of the amount of content creators out there or the
Damn, my
amount of
nigga got a
content to
fresh
be consumed, but
stream.
at some point, people have to draw lines in the sand and say that, hey, this isn't real. I need my own life. I gotta stop doom scrolling. And I have
Facts.
to not get connected to these content creators who are, putting their lives on for display. I think part of the rise and the uptick of parasocial conversations when it comes to content creators has been aided by people learning that streaming is a method, is a way to go about making money in content. We're at the point where
Yep.
now people are seeing what is clear as day, to me at least, an on-camera relationship for content be perceived as a real relationship. I feel like we're living
Because
at the same
streaming is so
timeline as that
authentic,
one
bro.
Drewski skit.
Bro, streaming blurs the lines between reality and content creating, bro. That's why I think like I don't even blame people who thought, like like DDG and India Love are dating, bro. Like, bro, the clips will go insane. And then uh, if you're a real ass nigga, bro, you probably seen that she twerked on DDG and then after go twerk on Duke Dennis in a pool party. So it's like, bro, why would you think, even if it was his girl, that he has to be the most chillest nigga I've ever seen. Like, he was so cool about it. He didn't give a fuck. He like, bro, you can tell DDJ and Duke don't even like, bro. It's just for content. It's kind of like with the how do you say it, with the Maya and Duke situation from last year when people actually thought Maya loved Duke Dennis, when in reality Maya likes girls, if I'm not mistaken. I think I'm correct. Do your research. I think I know what I'm talking about. But hey, let's get back to it.
Oh, son, he don't see that. He got a million put up. He got a million put up. Herbo said it in the song. Herbo said it in the song. He said it in the song. Christian is pregnant. That's what I'm saying. I get that. But in what world would Blueface really be putting his hands on the bitch, man? Trust me. Trust me. In what world? In what world? Oh shit, baby just posted. For real? What should I say? So proud of you. That's why they call you the hero.
Oh my god.
As the cover, like a Mount
The
Rushmore of
fact
fall
that niggas
rappers.
actually do
Tracks about
this, bro.
police or JSO are notorious for not cracking
I
cases.
swear that last clip is how some people be watching these streamers make content. Celebrity obsession isn't
Facts.
anything new. We've seen videos, footages, all this stuff of the Beatles, of Elvis Presley,
Yeah,
of
it's
Michael
always been
Jackson.
here.
Like, I remember one time seeing a video as a kid of a woman passing out when Michael Jackson came and touched her in a
Bro,
crowd or something like
that's
that. And hey, that's the king
crazy.
of pop. I don't necessarily blame her. But I think in the
That's not
past, there were
Blaze.
natural barriers that had people at least an arm's length away or a few arms length away from their favorite content creators, from their favorite actors, actresses, or whatever the case may be. A magazine came out once a week and featured them maybe once or twice a year.
Now we
Radio
got
probably played
social
their songs,
media,
but that was
bro.
only when you were in the radio. They did interviews every once in a while. It just wasn't the constant cycle that streaming
Yeah.
and social media has with these people today. Some of the more traditional celebrities grew up with that mentality, and they've even started to pass that word down to some of the younger celebrities. Denzel Washington told Michael B. Jordan to limit his exposure and presence because people won't go and see him on the big screen later on.
But I do disagree with what he's saying. And my disagreement is for today's market, for the culture of media today. You see, because movies are still big and they're still fun, and TV is somewhat
I
big and
mean,
still fun, but
bro,
social media is king.
that's what makes MBJ so interesting, bro. Like you never know what the fuck this nigga got going on, bro. And he's a great actor too. No glaze, we all know that. But I think he should keep going this way, cause like, bro, if MBJ like took the original like boom social media route, like everyone knows who the fuck what he does, what he does, what he eats, what he sleeps, where he sleeps, what he drives. Like nigga, he wouldn't be like MBJ. Like bro, he would be kind of boring. Like that ass.
There is no such thing as overexposure, but the notion of
There is
overexposure is
actually.
just wrong for today. People are consuming so much, you will not be overexposed.
Why pay you on the weekend if they can see you all week for free? Sounds like a money issue to me. And I know if I have money
Exactly.
issues, I know exactly what I'm doing. Wait, hold on one second, other Omar. I've got an opportunity for my other viewers. Look, it's springtime, and that means summer's right around the corner.
What
and
the
that may
fuck?
mean that you want to do normal summer things like vacation. Hit the beach, hit the sand, hit the tan, and
Is
get
this
some
an ad?
gas. But all those things are going to cost you a pretty penny. If you're looking for another way to add some extra income this spring going into the summer, then I recommend Cash Kicks. And that over because from their favorite creators, what I was talking about. While I do agree with the notion that these people will pay for whatever from their favorite creators, what I don't agree with is the concept there is no such thing as overexposure. That's how a lot of these current day
Exactly.
content creators end up on the internet crying and screaming because the pressure is just too much for them. This whole Samaya community ball situation is totally out of hand in my opinion.
I just don't do shit like this. It's so weird. I didn't have to talk to
Yo, bro, I'm not. Yo, nah, bro. I know, I get it. Like, she might be do what she do, even if she do that. But bro, y'all are bashing the fuck out of her, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if a nigga, yo, bro, I didn't know her that much, but that's how I knew of her. Like, people saying she's a pass around for Twitch, bro. Like, damn, that's how niggas get introduced to her. And it's gonna be hard to get off that label, bro. Like she known as the pass around of Twitch, gang. Like that's insane, gang. Now, like that's insane. Y'all niggas, like, even if she actually do that, fam, like, bro, no one deserves that, gang. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. No,
off
that's
camera
not
and
nice.
told them like I don't appreciate the narrative going around. Man, I don't give a fuck. I only give a fuck because it's like when somebody says that they fuck with you, you know, that's weird. I don't do that to them, and I'm only addressing it online. I let everything else slide, like I do. But if you come to something on the internet, I'm gonna address it on the internet. Period. Point blank. It wasn't a problem when niggas was laughing on camera. Now it's a problem when I made somebody feel bad and they wanna address the narrative. No.
What that was content creator and streamer Samaya, however we're saying her name, crying about social
Maya.
media rumors between her and probably like 6 to 7 to 9 to 10 content creators that are male on the platform. Rumors and allegations that she's been passed around. She has been titled as the community ball several different times on the platform, and it is actually pretty harmful and detrimental to her psyche. I made a video about
Exactly.
going through some of the same
Yo,
situations where
she
was
she
getting
get
labeled as X, Y, and Z on the internet. And what I wanted to portray in that
bro. And funny thing is, bro, like, in some ways now I understand cooking with Kaya. I did my research, bro. Bro, the nigga that she was saying, like, bro, grind, that nigga barely posts, my nigga. I'm telling that nigga probably he not probably, I saw it, I searched this channel. That nigga posts like 2 times a month. A month. Not even a week. Like, bro, I've been out of here for 9 months, but compared to him, I'm on a grind, nigga. I'm not even gonna lie. Like 2 months without posting, and you dating, cooking with Gyat. I wasn't supposed to say that. Hey, but let's be honest. Like, you're dating, cooking with Kaya, bro, and you posting 2 times a month. A month. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Like, bro, fuck. Not knowing, like, bro, at some point, like, bro, at least grind, my nigga.
Was that I don't think that it's Cooking with Kaya's fault. It's a function of the parasocial community that has been built by content creators well
Facts.
before them. And now we're getting to a point where people are putting rumors and different things and names on your jacket. And ultimately, because it's all content, it's all funny, etc., other content creators who you believe you're close to are playing into it. Now, do you help it by being close to these super freaked out gooner level streamers? Absolutely
Nope.
not. But with that being said,
Oh,
it
that's
should be
like
little
a
bit of
shot to Deshae
self-awareness
Frost. I'm not
of the
gonna lie.
content creator to know that, hey, I am in this parasocial ass community and they are going to do me wrong. Specifically, if I am a woman streamer, it doesn't matter how many times you have people come to bat for you or apologize for you. It really isn't going to do anything.
Yeah, women
Just
get
because
bashed a little
somebody might
bit.
date or link with a nigga or whatever the fuck, it don't make it no difference from any other girl or any dude. You know what I mean? I think it's
Yeah,
just
I mean?
traumatized because it's in this stream world. But it's like, you know, I think that, I don't know, I'm just being 100. I'm not even being biased whatsoever.
Facts.
But I don't like how niggas be doing that. That shit don't be
Yeah, it's
Now,
too
DDG
much.
is 100% right in this situation because fans are way too invested into the relationship content these days, or I would say not even necessarily relationship content, but anytime a woman is next to any sort of male streamer. I think playing into these interactions leads people to believe
Agent and Emily. Not to be messy, I'm kind of invested in that shit. I'm not gonna lie. Call me parasocial all you want, my nigga. But Extra Emily and Agent are the perfect couple, my nigga. I'm not gonna lie. Like, dead ass. You can call me parasocial all you want, my nigga. Call me messy, bitch. I don't give a fuck. You can call me a grown ass man invested. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
that there is something more going on, and because you are on stream or giving them
No
some sort
way.
of
I hope I don't push something that's not there. But hey, it is what it is.
sort of content 24/7 365, people feel as if they have a right to your business. Now, I'm not saying that that's right. I do feel like people should develop some sort of life or realize that this is all reality television. Like, none of this is
Yeah,
real. And it's kind of hard
exactly.
because it's always in their face, but none of it is truly real. But content
It's
creators and
just so
streamers or whoever
authentic.
don't do anybody any justice when they lean into the content. So all of these smaller interactions between, I don't know, Jason and Sakura lead into people asking Jason when they're
The
going to get married
fuck?
and have kids. All of the interactions with Agent and Emily lead to people believing that they are in some sort of relationship.
It's a little dry.
gotta try it with salsa.
It's like
Hey.
it's just pork. Like,
Nah, they look good together. I'm not pushing anything, bro. Like, fuck, man. Fuck out of here, bro.
Oh, nah.
That's fine.
Emily, be honest.
It's nothing crazy. The lamb chops are better.
Dan, you want this last one? Take it.
I'm full.
You're not full. You just got your meal.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. I mean, you insist.
Nah, they have good
I'm
chemistry.
starting to
That's
feel like the
why. They
equivalent
have good
of the
chemistry.
dress in Hollywood for these women streamers is the relationship. Because ultimately what happens after all of this, and we've seen it with the Sinners of the world, we've seen it with Samya now, we've seen it with Cooking with Kaya, is that they're going to be labeled as some sort of pass around 304 X, Y, and Z
Sinner.
community ball because these people have
When they
developed
Sinner,
parasocial relationships with these content
you know what I
creators
mean?
who all
As a
slip into
pass
them
around.
and make people take things way too far, and they get sexist, misogynist, or whatever the case may
What?
be. The nature of this type of entertainment is that it's more personal than acting. So we can see actors on screen kiss and have a relationship or whatever the case
But we
may
know
be,
it's
but
fake.
it is still a separation. Now, there are some sickos that ship these types of people. I've even seen like shipping conversations in the WNBA where people are shipping people with teammates. There's always going to be those sickos.
That's
But for the
fucking
general
insane.
people out there is a hard line drawn between movie relationships that are seen on screen and real life. But when it comes to this content creation, because the whole allure is supposed to be hella relatable people doing hella relatable things, playing video games, reacting to the same YouTube videos that you watch to, people get so caught
Dang.
up and lost in the sauce of what's actually going on to not realize that this stuff is fake, like DDG was saying. And I know that he recognizes this a lot with his own content because the stuff that I'm seeing between him and India Love, and I'm talking about the perception, just lets me know that people are going way too far. And at the time that it's
too
happening,
far.
I feel like it's very, very interesting that people are making these posts about DDG being in love with India Love. Does he play into it? Absolutely, 100%.
Because
Don't
it's
get me
fake.
wrong. DDG is a part of the problem. But does that mean that people should have to deal with the backlashes and side effects of what's going on in his act?
Bro, it's like, bro, it's kind of like the WWE thing. Like, of course, I get it. Wrestling is fake, but you're so invested, bro. Like, you can hate a nigga like, how can I say? It's easy to hate like, a Dominic Mysterio, a Liv Morgan, who else? Yeah, probably those. I mean, people, yo, bro, if you, yo, people even ship Dominic and Liv Morgan. Like, bro, it's just like, oh my god, it's acting. It's acting, my nigga. I've seen people say like, oh, Dom's wife has to be the strongest woman on earth. Dom's wife, this. Dom, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, she's kind of strong. Like, bro, if if my man was in that position with a woman, I'm scrapping. But hey, at the end of the day, it's acting. Yarami, it's acting. So don't take it too personal. It's kind of, yeah, bro. Storylines are storylines, gang. But people get caught up into it. Like, nigga, chill. It's kind of like when niggas actually start to hate someone for some fucking reason. Like, bro, chill. It's kind of like dirty when Dom beat his dad. You think that nigga really hates his dad, bro? No, he doesn't. On interviews, of course, that's playing into it. Yeah, I mean, but y'all take it a step further.
Actual real life, his custody battle that's very public with his baby mother, Hallie. No, I think that some of the conversations are weird and stem from the way that he has created a parasocial relationship with his audience online, and they can't separate the difference. I've seen people go to war and be super obtuse standing on either side of them because they feel like they know them for some reason, but ultimately that's definitely not the case, and you look like a weirdo when you do this. Oftentimes when this
Facts.
conversation is had between commentary channels or streamers themselves, they keep it very lighthearted and talk about at most the name calling that women do get online, which isn't anything to take light at all. But there's also another level to this, and that's when the parasocial conversations get honestly life threatening. I don't know if you guys remember that
Yeah,
situation from
yeah.
Streamer Prom where Jason got left at prom by his date and the cameraman.
Sakura, things were going good, and then all of a sudden, we got matching nails, right? Initials. And then out of nowhere, I went to the restroom, and she was like, the J is for John, who is my cameraman. And then, at first it was like,
Wait, so nigga got pissed off over this?
Yeah. She said the J was for John, and then I was like, yeah. Say you're just kidding. And then she just kept digging a bigger grave, you know what I mean?
Now, there's no way to express how truly fake that clip was. Like, there's nothing else to say besides that clip was fake. But because this is the internet, people took that situation to heart and really ran with it.
I kid you not, a 10-year-old Asian kid walked up to me at the airport and asked if Jason was okay after Streamer Prom. He came up to me and said, is Jason okay after Streamer Prom? This kid was literally 10 years old.
And see, that would be fine if we just left it.
Nah,
it got to a level where she was receiving threats on her life about the whole situation, to the point where Jason the Ween had to come out and say, Sakura and I are fine. Please stop sending end-of-life threats and harassment, especially towards her. Our streams are for entertainment, but things can be misinterpreted. Today didn't go as expected, but we're grateful for the support. Please be kind. We're all human. Thank you. I can only imagine if every time I went to the movies, I got so invested that I believe that the characters in real life were actually going through these things, or the people in the music were going through these things, or the people on television were going through these things. And
this is
made
crazy.
Me feel some sort of real human emotions to the point where I wanted to take some sort of action on the people that
niggas is
them harm
down like that, bro. That's crazy.
Concept. Everybody would be mad at all of the men in the Tyler Perry movie at that point. Parasocial relationships can hurt. Like, they just physically can. They can hurt emotionally as well. They can hurt you, the viewer, who gets into that parasocial relationship. I understand that there is fandom. Like, you can find X, Y, and Z entertaining, funny, insightful, whatever the case may be. But there's a point in which you, as a fan, can overstep boundaries. And I'm saying you because everybody's a fan of somebody. But there is a point where you can overstep boundaries.
Even
and that's
you.
where the parasocial lines should be drawn. Otherwise, we're going to get to a point where the profitability does not matter, because parasocial is profitable. But people will decide to remove themselves from the internet for the sake of their own health, safety, and well-being, because people just go way too far.
Peace. Hey, I mean, that was a W video, bro. Fucking Game of Thrones ad. Fuck off my screen, gang. Hey, catch y'all later. Peace out and stay elite.
Hey, listen.